Hey everyone. Okay, so it is January 1st, 2025. New year. I'm not going to say New Year, New Me, because it is not New Year, New Me. It is New Year, more of me, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Basically, what I want to do, content is a massive thing that I need to do a lot more of. These videos are going to be a way of me getting a lot of content up really kind of easily and regularly. I want to force myself to be posting every day. So I'm going to be doing a video like this every day. I'm going to keep a number tracker somewhere in one of these corners once I figure it out. They're not going to be anything massive. They're mostly going to be like a daily vlog, just general crap going on. If I'm doing something specific on the car, I'll quickly do a video about that, what I'm doing, workouts, anything, just general everything. There's a lot of massive goals I have for myself for this year. Drifting, there is a lot of massive goals within my drifting realms, or whatever you want to call it. First event for the year is booked in already. I'm doing Pheasant Wood in the start of first week of February. And then I'm doing, potentially I just noticed on Facebook a few seconds ago, the tickets for Super Series or Super Drifts Round 1 is going on sale tomorrow, I believe. And they're doing a festival as part of that on the Friday night or the Saturday night, which is North Course. I just missed out in my first 12 months of drifting of doing a main track. I really want to go wet pan the main track in the first 12 months. Just missed out last year, unfortunately, with Christmas and work and rosters and stuff. Didn't work out. So going to be doing that, or plan on doing that. Hoping the festival tickets go on sale tomorrow as well. So my first event of the year, that will actually be before Pheasant Wood. It will be a busy couple of weeks because I'm going to have that on the Saturday night and then Pheasant Wood the following Friday. So I'm going to have to organise tyres and everything, and then quickly do a nut and bolt check and organise tyres within a week to get down to Pheasant Wood. So that is going to be a massive couple of days or massive week. So potentially my first event for 2025 is going to be North Circuit at Eastern Creek at Sydney Motorsport Park. So that is scary as fuck. I'm not going to lie. That is daunting and scary as all get out, but something I've been really wanting to do just to tick it off. I'm very, very beginner at that level. I am not by any expert, a professional drifter or anything like that. I can get the car sideways, I can have fun, and I'm generally pretty safe and get out of people's way. But just having that that was a bucket list thing for me next year. So it was kind of last year, so I was kind of a bit bummed that I didn't get to do it. But we're going to get to do it this year. And hopefully it's going to actually be the first one I do this year. So, which means my first two events for this year are actually going to be both wet tracks. So Eastern Creek, North Circuit, and then Pheasant Wood, which is going to be it's a back to basics beginners day. So they do part wet track and then part dry track in the afternoon, so people can kind of get their footing. Really keen to do that. They do have an intermediate one in that week as well, which is not going to happen because it'll be back to back, literally Friday intermediate, Saturday North Circuit, and then the following Friday the beginner. So unfortunately that's not going to happen, but we'll do North Circuit and Pheasant Wood hopefully. So that's the first couple of things. Some massive goals for drifting this year. I really want to push myself as a driver, really want to improve myself. I want to get to a lot of events, and not just Sydney-based events as well. I want to get to international. I want to get to national events as well. Some really cool events that are put on by like Glitter Gang down in South Australia. I know I want to try and get Marissa down for their Glitter Gang Matsuri they do down there, which is a women in drifting kind of thing. Really want to try and get her down there. But there's a bunch of stuff in South Australia. They do a Matsuri down there. They do. I would like to get down to Keep It Reet event and try and do one of their Keep It Reet Friday night drifts down there. They also have a couple of Matsuris through the year. I'd love to try and get to one of those. Definitely want to get to QR this year, to Queensland Raceway and do the Queensland Raceway Matsuri. That's a really big one on the bucket list that I'd love to get up to. Also want to get up to Rayleigh. Want to try a bunch of different tracks. Want to get to as many big events as I can. Have a couple of really cool sponsors on with me this year. MacArthur Motorsport, which you guys would have seen a lot of videos about them last year. Hooked me up with Turbo and kind of helped me out with a whole bunch of stuff and advice and bits and pieces to get the Skyline nice and spicy. And there's going to be a lot of stuff. I have a lot of plans this year. If things pull off, not going to let everything out of the bag yet. Some really cool stuff. So hopefully going to be a lot more involved in that as well. They do a lot of tuning and stuff there as well. So anything you need, really good with their Holdens, Fords, RBs. They're very, very, very knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. Do a lot of Howtech stuff. They've got a lot of connections with a whole bunch of different brands. So if you need anything, need any advice, any questions, hit them up. Really, really amazing. Mods Direct, obviously, for a lot of my parts, and a lot of the other bits and pieces and maintenance stuff and brake pads and all that sort of gear. Get all that through Mods Direct. They've been really, really supportive of the whole build and everything going on. The guys over there are amazing. Anthony and the crew that run Mods Direct are absolutely brilliant. If they haven't got something in stock, they will do everything they can, move heaven and earth to try and find it for you, which is brilliant. New one I've got on, Midnight Moon's decal, or Midnight Moon decals. Does some really cool merch, some really cool funky little stickers and stuff like that. I do have, it's hidden up in my shelving at the moment. Do have a couple of extra stickers. I've got to find somewhere to put them on the car. Working with her about getting a bigger decal for potentially across the front windscreen as well. Really, really cool little decals. Doing a lot of stuff with a couple of animal shelters and stuff as well now. Doing some charity back to them as well, which is amazing. Really, really good. Love supporting those kind of local businesses that also are really passionate about giving back to the community as well. So go and check their website out. Obviously, put all the links and stuff down below. A couple of affiliate links there as well. So, or not affiliate, but little sponsor codes or like affiliate codes. Get you a little bit of discount at the checkout. So go and check those out. I'm obviously still looking for as many sponsors as I can. People that are wanting to help out, even permanent sponsors. If you just want to help out with a sponsored video, stuff like that. Looking for, I really want to kind of support as many Australian products and brands as I can. There's a lot of really amazing Australian products and brands within car racing, within drifting as well. You see a lot of it popping up overseas now in Japan and stuff like that. Obviously, there's so many freaking Aussies that go over to Japan these days. You see a lot of it popping up there. So I want to try and get a whole lot of people on board, trying to get as many people on board as possible. Just promote brands. Like, the only way we're going to build this community is by helping each other and supporting each other and promoting the community as a whole. So it's an amazing community. I love being part of it. I love what it's done for me, for the boys, for Marissa, for all the kids in the family, and sort of the fun times we have and the memories we're creating through it. So I want to try and get as many people on board as I can to kind of grow that as much as I can. Car stuff aside, there's actually some really cool things I want to do, which is what these kind of vlogs are going to be. Is not just car stuff. It's going to be a bit of just my life in general. Fitness is going to be a big thing for me this year. My fitness, oh my God, so bad. You can hear I'm kind of getting out of breath just talking this much. Ever since I stopped being a PT, my fitness has definitely not been a priority of mine. I don't know if I can turn this for you to see. There's a power rack currently disassembled here that's like a 300 kilo power rack, or over 300 kilo power rack. I have all benches and bars. I can't turn this down, or maybe I can. I've got like here 180 plus kilos of weights, dumbbells, but like I have a lot of fitness stuff from when I was a PT. It's all sitting there. I have no excuse not to have it. I've even created my own cable system for the power rack, so I've got like black pull downs and all that sort of stuff. My fitness is fucking horrible. My eating habits are terrible. My fitness habits are terrible. I don't do anything. I've even stopped playing baseball these days because I just don't have time. I wasn't able to commit to baseball because of drifting. Not that's a bad thing. Drifting, great. Couldn't commit to baseball because I just every other weekend I was off to a drifting event, so I couldn't commit to the team, so it was unfair. So I literally do, short of working on the car and sweating in the garage, I don't do anything fitness-wise, which is freaking terrible. I hate it. Really not happy with how this is starting to look. This is just bad. There's too many. You can't really see it. I'm starting to get man boobs. Let's face it. Guts sticking out. It's not. It's bad. Fitness is going to be a big thing for me this year. Losing a bit of weight, putting on muscle. I don't want to get big, bulky. If it happens, it happens. Not a goal though. The goal is just to get fit, healthy, lose the gut, lose a bit of weight, and get my cardio and just my general fitness back up. I have a lot of inherited health joint problems, and it's showing. I've been struggling to walk the last couple of days because I'm getting nerve pinches and muscle cramp, all sorts of ugly stuff in my hips, and so I need to get my body moving before I get too old. Yes, there is a lot of grey. Let's ignore that. Before I get too old, and it's just too hard to reverse. So that's going to be a massive focus for me this year. I'm turning 45 this year. God, that hurts to say. Oh, I'm turning 45 this year. So, yeah, I want to get on top of all this crap before that goes. The other big fitness goal, the other big personal goals I have this year is actually, it's one that I've tried on and off for a couple of times. I'm using these videos to kind of force myself to do some of these so I can give you guys updates. I want new content for you. I want interesting content for you. And it's not just me every day going, oh, I didn't actually get a chance to do this today. I didn't get a chance to do that today. So I'm going to use this to keep myself accountable. The other big thing I want to do personal life-wise, I want to learn another language. I did study German a lot in a fair bit in high school. Really loved it. Was good at it. Still remember quite a lot of it. But I also really love Japanese. I really, really want to learn Japanese. One of our big goals as a family is to get over to Japan at some point. Obviously drifting, but the boys just love Japanese culture. We all do, really. Hence kois and stuff all up my arm. There's a koi on there for each of the boys, which then needs to get finished. Different story. We've always been really passionate about, like, just love Japanese culture and everything in general. So we'd love to get over there. So learning Japanese obviously would be a really big, cool thing to be able to go over there and actually speak Japanese and kind of converse with locals and people, and kind of, it'd probably make the whole experience a little bit better too. But also make it a little bit smoother and a bit easier to be able to actually go over there and have conversations with people, but it would make the whole thing a lot more cool. So I'm not sure which one I want to go. I'm probably going to go with Japanese. I have started a couple of times. I will show you the app that I'm using on this in future videos. I use a system called Fluent Forever. I've used it previously, learnt of it through a guy called Tim Ferriss. Whole other thing, I'll probably do a video on him at some point. Done a whole bunch of stuff with his. I got onto Fluent Forever through them. Used to just be real simple Anki flashcards that you used to be able to get on your phone or on your computer. They've actually created their own app and stuff over the last few years, which is really, really cool. I've kind of played around with it a little bit. Did start learning Japanese through it. Still retain a little bit of what I learned, or a fair bit of what I learned, and kind of just never really kept consistent on it. It sort of started, and then other things went in the way, and then stopped and started, stopped and started. But every time I went back to it, I still retained a lot of the stuff that I'd learned previously, even though I hadn't done it for 6-8 months. So obviously the system works. It's sticking in my head. As soon as I get a little bit of a jog of memory, it all comes back. So that's the other thing I really want to get into as well. Outside of that, garage is in the process of being cleaned. It's not pretty. It's getting there. I actually want to I've got a whole bunch of tools that I've collected now, like power tools, coming from someone that's always done everything with hand tools. I've now actually collected a few different power tools, drill press and bench grinder and linisher and a few other bits and pieces. I've really been enjoying doing the fabrication work on the Skyline, and I'd love to get into a little bit more of that. So that's something I'm kind of wanting to pick up a little bit more. Obviously doing all the fab work on that. The only thing I'm not doing, which is one of the quick first updates happening this year for the Skyline, is I'm getting a half cage put into it. I'm getting someone else to do that for me because it's a half cage, or because it's a safety thing on the car. Doing the intake manifold shits itself, or the intercooler piping shits itself, you get a boost leak. Not the end of the world. Roll cage fucks itself when you need it. Different story. So on someone that knows what they're doing, I've got a recommendation from through Triple B Fabrication. Ben Mori, I believe his name is. A lot of the guys at Drifting have used him. A couple of guys are running Pro Spec, or in like the Pro classes in Australia. They've got his cages in their cars. Everyone swears by him, reckons really good. He drives a 31 as well. So, what else there to say? The dude's also obviously a legend. All the work I've seen of his looks really, really good as well. Spoken to him a few times. I think I've met him a couple of times at the track. One of those things that I don't know a lot of people at the track when I'm behind the camera, because I recognize them by their car or their helmet. So when I actually see them face to face, don't actually know who I'm actually talking to. But I don't know, I've spoken to him like online and stuff quite a lot. Seems like a really, really good dude. The work that he does is amazing. Like, he sent me a few photos and had a look through his social medias and stuff. The work that he does is brilliant. So really, really excited to get that in. It does mean I'm going to be able to take passengers at Pheasantwood, which is the main reason I'm getting it in. But there is a few tracks around Australia. The fact that I want to go and do the national tracks and events as well. There are a few tracks that require you to have a half cage minimum, even just to do any event, not even to take passengers, just to drive in the drifting event. So it's going to be bolt-in half cage. It's not going to come out. It's going to stay in there now the cars aren't registered. And he's also doing bolt-in side protection for me too. So I can take those in now. So I'm doing a wet pen, for instance, rather than climbing in over them. I can take those out, make it a bit easier for part of the passengers to get in and out. But then when I'm doing like North or like main track or Pheasantwood or something like that, I can put those in when I'm doing a little bit higher speed. Getting into tandems is something massive I want to do this year. So having that bit of extra side protection is going to be brilliant for the driver passenger cockpit area. So that's the first mod that's happening to the Skyline this year. Wow, there's a lot of updates in this video. Holy cow. I haven't posted a video in so long. I've forgotten how much is going on. So next step is getting the car in here, getting it prepped for North Circuit and Pheasantwood, and then getting this cleaned up properly. I want to start like a little fabrication corner where I can sort of a solid bench with all my bigger power tools and stuff on it, so everything's kind of nice and secure while I'm working on it. And then start getting into some more fab work in the Skyline. I have a lot of plans for that this year. Power power plans, cosmetic plans, internal, external wiring, all sorts of stuff that I've got planned for this year. Yeah, 2025 is going to be massive. Everyone I know, all my friends, everyone that's in drifting, not just drifting, outside of drifting as well, all the friends I know that have their own businesses and stuff like that, the sponsors that I know, or the sponsors that have come on board with me, everyone has massive plans for 2025. I'm never really the big kind of, new year, big goals. And I'm not setting goals just because it's a new year, just a timed well to do it. It's not New Year's resolutions, anything like that. But everyone I know just has 2025. I don't know why coming to 2025 just feels different this year. Everyone is just so pumped for next year. Everyone is just has massive goals, personal goals and business goals and driving goals and whatever it happens to be. Everyone I know, every friend I've got has some sort of a massive goal for this year. And I'm so freaking pumped because everyone is just so excited to get into this year and to really start pushing themselves and going that next level in whatever they're passionate about, whether it's their business, whether it's their driving, whether it's their sport, whatever it happens to be. They're all just freaking pumped for it. And I'm all for it. It is going to be amazing. So yeah, this is day 1, 2025. I will put the numbers here somewhere. I'll find somewhere that looks cool. These edits are not going to be anything flash. They're not all going to be just talking head videos like this of me, the camera. I will be doing stuff day to day, whether it's, hey, workshop setup or workbenches set up, or hey, here's my workout for the day, or this is what I ate for the day, whatever it happens to be. It is going to be a bit of everything. It's not just going to be one specific topic. It is going to be me. It's going to be unicorn drifting. It's going to be Nathan W. Rammer. It's going to be me. But it's going to get my content up. It's going to force me to, it's basically using it to force me to get in the habit of doing daily videos and daily content regardless. If I've got nothing to post, I will find something to post. I will do something on the car. I will show you the workout. I will run you through a review of my dumbbells or whatever. I don't care. It's going to be something every day. So whether you watch it or not, whatever, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it to, you got to play the game with the algorithms these days. You got to post regularly. You got to post something. So hopefully you find these interesting. Hopefully you find them funny. Hopefully it's going to be me. So if you find me funny, they'll be funny. If you don't find me funny, then that's your loss. Yeah, you could do this. Stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, follow, blah, 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 blah. We all know the deal. We have to play the algorithm game. If you like what you're saying, subscribe to it, like to it, comment on it, or as much interaction as possible gets these videos up and gets the brand up. If you know any sponsors or any brands that are interested in doing a collab, anything, obviously drop me a line, nathan@nathanwrammer.com, or comment below or send me a DM or whatever. You guys all know how to get me. Nathan W. Rammer on all the socials. Outside of that, stay safe, stay amazing. Hopefully I'll see you out on the track. Hopefully I will start putting faces to cars, to names, and not just helmets and cars and number plates. Being out driving a lot more this year, so not behind the camera as much, which is going to be weird. I am still going to have the cameras with me. I can't help myself. Xavier and Declan are going to be doing a lot of the media for me this year. Yeah, stay safe, people. Love yous all. Peace out, and I'll see you out there soon. Take care.